right, BobbethTV is alive. You know what that means. We've got another night of doubleheader racing coming your way. Up first tonight, it will be the most exhaust and repair dirt late models. We're here, as you can see there in the background, Limaland Motorsports Park. There's our information. Knuckleheadz Iracing Leagues, Pro Late Model Competition, the most exhaust and repair dirt late models. We do have up next after this, 20 minutes after this conclusion of this race, will be the Motorwear International Dirt UMP Modifieds at Kevin Harwick's Kern Raceway. Looks like we're about to jump to qualifying here at the main track, so I'm going to get us over to that screen in just a moment. First car, there's John Bennett, the number 1 pro late model. He's going to roll out. Looks like he'll be the official guy to roll out first. Well, Randy Dixon, I think, is already out there. Mikey Mixter. Andy Williams as well. All right, let's see who's going to set the times here for this one. Oh, God, here we go. Chris from Facebook chat. I was applying for my visa at the Australian Embassy. They asked me if I had a criminal record. They were impressed when I replied, I didn't know you still need it. That's terrible, Chris. But love it. Welcome, brother. Good luck out there today. Find someone else on the track. Looks like quick time at the moment. John Bennett, 12.1.3. 12.2.0. Cody B. McDonald in second. Andy Williams, 12.2.1 and 12.2.8 for Jonathan Foxworth. Third and fourth. Michael Davis currently sitting on a 12.3.0, but he just falls outside the 5 as David Garman hits up there with a 12.2.1. On Mead currently on our screens. Lost him. He's doing some burnouts. Von Mead has got quick time. John Bennett moves to second, fastest 12.13. 12.09 is our new quick time as we find some cars still on the track. A couple of new guys out here today as well. Jordan McAvoy, who does see on the list? Timothy Lafford. Is it Lughard or Laffard? Laffard, I guess. Alan Hunt, Richard Jackson as well. So this one's going to be an interesting race today. Late models, probably one of the more racing competitiveness series where it can be a little bit hard to differentiate what's going to happen. So a few cautions are traditionally called in this particular series. Most exhaust and repaired dirt late models here at Limaland Motorsports Park. All right, Von Mead and Cody McDonald are going to be on that. Cody B. McDonald. He can go to the middle name starting with B to not have it used. Cody B. McDonald, Von Mead, front row. Michael Davis and Randy Dixon swap past Randy on that second row. Wayne Bridges and Richard Jackson round out the 6-car field for our first heat, our first race of this racing week. The UMP's up next after this. We've got the late models. Oh, no, late models now. We've got the mini stocks and the 358 tomorrow. And of course, Tuesday night, it is going to be the Roberts Electrical Dirt Street Stocks. All right, here we go. We are off and racing. Looks like there's already been a little bit of contact. Oh, we don't have track map. Don't have track map. Well, where's that? 53, Richard Jackson. Might have started from the pits. He's a lap down. Not sure if he was maybe that car that got caught up sort of caught into at the start there, but looks like he's popped that one in the pits. 5 cars remain. Up the front, we can see here Von Mead, Cody B. McDonald battling it out pretty hard for this battle. For first, Randy Dixon, Michael Davis, Wayne Bridges. Back there in third, fourth, and fifth as we get to the second last lap of this heat. Cody's able to get past Von Mead on the bottom there. Come around down that backstretch into 3 and 4. There's that checkered flag. Von Mead, Randy Dixon behind him. Michael Davis, Wayne Bridges, Richard Jackson currently in the pits. Let's look at the official results. Up on our screen there. There we go. Cody B. McDonald first, Von Mead second, swan past Randy Dixon in third, Michael Mad Dog Davis fourth, Wayne Bridges, Richard Jackson fifth and sixth. All right, heat 2. Let's jump straight over to it. Bit of ding there. Thanks for the like, by the way, Chris. Appreciate you. All right, this heat 2, John Bennett, Andy Williams will be on that front row. Timothy Laughard and Travis McDonald. I don't know why I struggled on Travis's name there. Travis McDonald. And, of course, Alan Hunt on that third and final row. All right, off we go. I get a little bit close. We can see one of those cars falling back down the field. There might be Timothy Laughard, the 38 machine. Up the front, though, John Bennett and Andy Williams. They're going to battle it out. Andy's one of the more recent joiners. It's not new anymore. I feel like he settled in quite nicely, but definitely one to watch. Back there behind them, there's Travis McDonald. There's Timothy Laughard. Alan Hunt has gone to the pits. There's 2 heats where 2 guys have come out, give it a shot, but have not been confident in that run, so they've hopped straight back into the pits. So we'll have to see how they go in the feature race. White flag lap is out. John Bennett, Andy Williams, Travis McDonald, Timothy Laughard, Alan Hunt. That is the 5. There it is, checkered flag. Oh no, that's grid. We want Bob. Come on, dodge, please. There we go. John Bennett wins. Andy Williams second. Third, Travis McDonald, Timothy Laughard fourth. Alan Hunt in 5th. Let's get over to the grid for heat 3. Going to be David Garman Jr., Dirt Anarchy driver. B-Main Bandit, Jonathan Foxworth on that front row. Over to the boys and get them on screen at least. There we go. Mikey Mixter, Chris Standridge, and Jordan McAvoy coming out of Hot Lap Heroes Racing. Chris Standridge, of course, as we can see there, has the Bob Show late model. Our partner with Chris Standridge, the Bob Show, has been off for about a month now due to just life storms, hurricanes, things like that, but should be back soon. We wish Chris the best of luck. Thanks for the share, Cody. Thanks for the like, Chad. Appreciate both of you guys. If you barely touched the wall since the last update, you lose your wheel. Oh, gosh. Got to stop the wall rider somehow, I guess. All right, off we go. Racing a heat 3. of the, I've forgotten what the division's called, the Mose exhaust and repair late models. Such a mouthful. I apologise. Had a bit of a drinky weekend, so not going to use that as an excuse, but certainly not at my peak performance. All right, we are flying through these pro late model heat races. I think each one of them's lasted about a minute and a half. But the boys are getting themselves up to speed pretty quickly and getting it running. Obviously, David Garman Jr. is our leader. Jonathan Foxworth as we get to the second last lap in second. And we've got Mikey Mixer in third, Christopher Standridge there in fourth, and Jordan McAvoy rounding out our 5-car field. White flag lap. There it is, checkered flag. Heat 3 lasted all of a minute 13. That was a very, very quick heat. Let's get to the results. Go Dirt Anarchy's David Garman Jr. wins. BMA Bandit Jonathan Foxworth second, Mikey Mixter third, Chris Standridge from Outcast Racing in fourth, and Hot Lap Heroes Racing's Jordan McAvoy finishing in fifth. All right, let's get to the grid for our feature race. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be Cody that's going to need to go to the back for the start of this race. Let's just have a look at the point. Yeah, there he goes. He's pulling off. So that will move David Garman Jr. up into pole. We'll go through how they're qualified. David Garman, Cody B. McDonald, John Bennett qualified front row. David Garman Jr. and Von Mead second. Third row is Andy Williams and Jonathan Foxworth. Travis McDonald and Randy Dixon on that fourth row. Fifth row, Mikey Mixter and Michael Davis. To get over to my grid thingy so I can scroll down a little bit further. There we go. Sixth row, Timothy Laffard and Christopher Standridge. Alan Hunt and Wayne Bridges on that seventh row. Eighth row is going to be Jordan McAvoy and Richard Jackson. But we do know that, as I say, David Garman Jr. and John Bennett will now be on that front row. David Garman's our new race starter. Let's get to the race screen, Bob, quick. David Garman Jr., John Bennett, Andy Williams and Von Mead, Randy Dixon, Jonathan Foxworth, Mikey Mixter, Travis McDonald, Timothy Laffard and Michael Davis, Wayne Bridges, Christopher Standridge, Jordan McAvoy, Richard Jackson, Cody B. McDonald, Alan Hunt. This race is on 35 laps. Pro late model action here at Limaland Motorsports Park. A little bit of contact there by Randy Dixon, possibly Jonathan Foxworth, but everyone's still racing away. A lot of beating and banging as they try and find those lines. Let's try and get rid of that quick time off of the timing tower. I just finished my coffee. Lap 4 of 35 underway. Starting to spread out a little bit. David Garman Jr., John Bennett, Andy Williams, Von Mead, Randy Dixon. That's the top 5. Jonathan Foxworth just outside that top 5 in 6th. We're scored on the 88 of Travis McDonald back there. Oh, caution has come out. Let's see if we can see where that might have been. Looks like Wayne Bridges might have been involved in that. We want Wayne Bridges, not the yellow flag. There he is. Get a bit wider. Oh, he just got caught up in the wall. Chris did mention in the chat earlier, if you barely touch the wall, you lose that wheel. And look at that. Yeah, Wayne Bridges, big victim of that here. Excuse me. All right, we're off and racing this green flag lap back underway. Lap 6 of 35. Down a little bit further. That camera's a little bit close. Push David Garman sort of build this momentum run back up. John Bennett, Andy Williams, Von Mead, Randy Dixon all back there in that top 5. As always, it's that 4 to 7, 4 to 8 spot is your 9. Really competitive, and this is where you'll see a lot of the great, exciting sort of positional racing coming out of this division. Randy Dixon, Von Mead trying to battle it out there for that top 3 position. They're 4th and 5th at the moment. We have Travis McDonald, Jonathan Fox with Mikey Mixter, Chris Standridge and Cody B. McDonald all the way back behind him to 10. So anyone really in this top 10 is capable at this time. At 10 of 35, we'll have to see how this momentum build goes. There is a little rear pack, which is looks like Richard Jackson, Wayne Bridges, possibly Alan Hunt. But here we go. The leaders are catching up to him as the yellow flag comes out. All right, just going to go refill my drink. I won't be a second. All right, looks like we are close to getting this one back underway. Pick up the restart that, Bob. Oh, Facebook. Hey, Bob, gonna try and make the next race. You bloody better, Dawson. You bloody better. Larpard's still in the pits. Wayne Bridges a lap down. There's 15 cars in this race, 14 of them on the lead lap. As we get very, very close to the halfway mark of this 35 lap feature. David Garvin Jr. has done a great job holding off John Bennett, Andy Williams, Von Mead, Randy Dixon. Restarts have put him on his back foot, but he's handled it quite well. And kept that car in the lead. Let's jump back, see what this back 5 of the 10 is doing. This is where, as I say, this is where the action seems to be. Foxworth, Chris Standridge, Cody B. McDonald, Mikey Mixter. Just getting up into the wall. That is a very dangerous affair. Light knock can bring that tyre loose. Wow. has come out. Andrew Jonathan Fox has put into each other there. It's a little bit of change in momentum. John Bennett. Ah, there he is. I thought he'd disappeared. I couldn't see him on the leaderboard. Right, that's our most recent caution out. Let's get back to the live screen though, Bob. David Garman Jr. has done well to lead at this race for the last 20 odd laps. Bennett has been nipping at those heels though. We're about to get this one back underway. Lap 24 of 35. 12 laps remain as we get this late model race back under green flag action. David Garman Jr., John Bennett. Andy Williams back there as well as Von Mead. Von Mead's been doing great here tonight. Randy Dixon trying to battle with him. Those two have fought a great race. Randy does have Cody McDonald behind him as well. That's going to not make it easy for him to try and battle Von. The track map there, David Garman Jr. just wasting little time getting that momentum built, getting that car out in the lead, getting that gap happening. Is a go. David Garman Jr. has a good 1.5 second lead on John Bennett in second place. Andy Williams only about 3/10 behind John Bennett. He's got about 3/10 of Von Mead behind him. I don't think this top 5 fully locked in just yet with 5 laps to come. Going to stay with it because it's getting pretty crazy up there. Von's trying to do some work. Cody's trying to get himself back into that action. Randy Dixon's there. Up in front of him, Andy Williams and John Bennett. Oh, John might have got a bit of a slide there. Looked like a little bit of a loss of momentum. Maybe not too much though. Might have been just the angle that we were on. But it does look like Andy's running a slightly better line than John on that high line there. He's going to try and go around the outside of him. There's the 53 of Richard Jackson. Lap traffic got out of the way as quickly as he could. Has come to a stop though, and that will bring out a caution, which means we will have green, white, checkered finish for this dirt pro late model race here at Limaland Motorsports Park. All part of the most exhaustive repair dirt late model competition. Everyone's last chance. David Garman Jr.'s last chance to hold on to the lead. John's last chance to battle. Likewise for Andy Williams, Von Mead, Cody McDonald, Randy Dixon. right, here we go. Green, white, checkered finish possibly coming up. Green flag run to get that momentum up. White flag run to solidify. See who's going to do what. David Garman Jr., absolute beast on those restarts. He will not be beaten here today unless he beats himself. John Bennett, Cody McDonald into third. John Bennett second. Eddie Williams is in fourth. Von Mead fifth as they come into 3 and 4 for that last time. We're actually ahead of schedule there. All right, there we have it. That was the Mose exhaust and repair late models. Said and done. Let's get over to the results. Right, Mose exhaust repair dirt late models here at Limaland Motorsports Park. Dirt Anarchy's David Garman Jr. wins. John Bennett from J&J Motorsports second. Cody B. McDonald managed to race his way up into third. Andy Williams finished fourth. Von Mead fifth. Randy Dixon, Travis McDonald, Jordan McAvoy, Chris Standridge, and Mikey Mixter finished 6 to 10. Then 11 to 16, Jonathan Foxworth, Michael Davis, Alan Hunt, Wayne Bridges, Richard Jackson, and Timothy Laffard finishing in 16th spot. All right, let's get over to the Discord and have a chat with David Garman Jr. to see how he thought that run went. I'll be pretty happy with it, actually. All right, we're going to start off with this man, our winner of tonight's race. Cody B. McDonald qualified first through the traditional racing method, qualifying and then winning in the heat race, but unfortunately had to go rear of field due to the rules from winning prior week. That moved this man, David Garman Jr., up from that inside pole, second row, to that pole position. And dude, did you capitalize on that opportunity or what? Congratulations, man. Those restarts were out of this world.
Yeah, I don't know where the restarts are coming from, but I put a lot of work into this track this week. I probably put 500 laps in this hours at a time, so I'm going to chalk this win up to that.
Definitely shows. I mean, we talk about time difference between quickest laps and things like that. Really not a lot of difference. You had the quickest lap out there all night, 12.30. The closest to that was 12.39, so 900ths of a second. But that 900ths of a second difference, I think, was John closing that gap the best he could off of those restarts. You had that gap anywhere between 1 to 1.5 seconds at most times. When it was all said and done, you had a 1 second lead over John Bennett, but obviously green, white, checkered finish. You had a lap to build that momentum and a lap to sort of solidify the run, which you did do. But we saw you obviously it was probably a 3 or 4 lap run that was giving you those 1.5 second sort of leads. But yeah, obviously you put the numbers in. I hear a lot of guys say lap time. You know, 500 laps. You know, do 100 laps, reset, 100 laps, reset, and just just keep running it out, see how the track sort of folds out. And it gives you good sort of insight. I know a lot of other guys like to just come out on the night, and not. I'm one of those guys. I can't read a track well enough that I come back to a track and go, okay, I've got an idea of what it's going to do. I just sort of go, all right, let's see how it goes on the night. You know, how's it going to fold through practice, that sort of stuff, and then go from there. But no, I definitely think off of those, we had what, about 4, maybe 5 cautions, but those last few cautions, single file, and you absolutely, I think that was the highlight of the race for you with those restarts. You just, by the time you got that car coming down the back stretch, there was a considerable gap between you and John Bennett. So congratulations. It's certainly something. We look at John back there and go, he's the heartbreaker. He has a chance of just sitting back there and making you think you're holding him back, and then just comes out of nowhere. So not only to hold him off and win a race, I often say to the guys, if you finish top 5, top 3, call that a win. I would call this almost as good as a championship win, because you held off 2 of the hardest charging drivers in the league in John Bennett and Cody B. McDonald, and really made them not look slow, but definitely made it look like you were firmly in control. Now, off to the UMPs next. That one's going to be at Kevin Harwick's Kern Raceway. So a very, very different track to what we raced on here and a very different car. Did you put the same level of sort of practice into that track, or is that one you're just going to go out and sort of see how it goes?
No, absolutely not. Did not. Yeah, the restarts were pretty good today. I think I would have been pretty fine on the restarts as long as I had the inside, because my line was inside 1 and 2 and outside 3 and 4 there towards the end. I think that inside in 1 and 2 is what actually got me the distance on the backstretch to pull up
Yep.
and keep going for the win. And yeah, but no, I put maybe 20 laps towards the UMP just to test some stuff because I got a new PC and everything, so I was testing it out, make sure it was going to be good to go, and I put maybe 20, 25 laps, so I don't expect much coming up next.
Yep. Now, look, I will honestly say, not to put any pressure on you, we've heard a number of guys say that they've come off a good win where they have put the effort in and go, look, I really don't expect this next one to do much, so I'm just going to go out there and race. And I find that you don't put as much because you don't put as much expectation on yourself. The drive just sort of comes a little bit natural. So no, I'm really looking forward to seeing where you go with that one. I know Cody's going to be fiery because he took back-to-back wins last week. So restart at the or not restart, starting at the rear field again. So that's going to give a couple of you guys up the front a bit of room to breathe and battle for the first half of the race. Second half of the race, I think it's going to be much like it was in this one where you had some very similar guys just nipping at each other's heels. Chris just put in the chat, David's the man, way to go. So I know Chris would have liked to have been up in that top five. He was having a great battle back there with some of the other guys, Travis, Jordan McAvoy, Mikey Mixer, and Jonathan Foxworth as well. So bit of support there in the chat. But before we let you go, man, before we let you get ready, I know it's 20 minutes between the two races. Friends, family, and sponsors, who do you need to give a shout out for making all this possible?
Yeah, obviously the family for letting me do this on the Sunday, Monday nights, so let me get the practice in and stuff like that, and then the league for letting me race. It's a good group of guys, and you've heard them say they're not all about the racing and they're just about having fun and winning aside. That was probably one of the best races I've ever had in this on this system at all. So pretty excited about that.
Yeah, it definitely was. I know coming in, and it was certainly no sort of disrespect to the drivers, but traditionally for over the last sort of 4 rounds of racing with the late models, they have been, I guess, for lack of a better term, the scrappiest division. And while we did have a few racing dual cautions, I think that was well, the heat races I think were a minute and a half, minute 15 to a minute and a half maximum, and such a good run through on that feature race that yeah, I think that one easily the best late model race we've had all season. But overall, as a race on its own merit, that was absolutely brilliant, man. Well done.
Thank you, man. Look forward to the next one.
All right, best of luck with the UMPs, and tomorrow night, if we don't speak to you later on tonight, we'll see you again tomorrow night with the KP Plumbing Services mini stocks and the Motorwear 358, the World Racing 358. So best of luck with those as well, man.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. All right, that was our winner here tonight. David Garman Jr. held off some very hard-charging drivers in John Ben and Cody B. McDonald. Now we're going to jump over to our featured driver of the night and our self-professed oldest driver in the division, Von Mead. How are you, brother? Congratulations.
Hey, I'm 62 and going strong.
I'm used to being the old guy in my groups by the nature of things, just by a couple of years, and so whenever I hear you say that, I kind of think, well, no, that's like I'm the old guy usually, but no, I think you've got 15 years on me in that respect. So I'll let you, I'll let you take that. But what a run! Not that I didn't expect you to be up there, but that top five run, you were in some, you're in the middle of some really fun, crazy, hectic battles. And I think we could describe any of those battles as all three of those words. Whether it was Randy,
Yes.
Andy Williams was another one, Jonathan Foxworth for a while there, Chris Standridge. You had Cody B. McDonald coming through that pack. Talk us through the race in terms of what you're expecting and what you got. What was it like out there?
Tonight was just a huge surprise to me. I came out and I cut did my qualifying lap and thought, man, that seemed fast. I didn't have my my window up, so I didn't know what I did, what anyone else did. And then I heard John harassing me and found out I'd set pole position. So that was the first surprise. Then but in the feature, my battle was with a 725 car. I can't remember his name now.
That's
but anyway,
Andrew Williams, yeah.
So, but there at the end, I thought I was figuring out some ways to get around him. I was getting a run on him, and thought I might be able to pull off a next to last lap or last lap push. But then I had Cody banging on my door. So right there, that last lap, it got a little dicey as Cody was coming under me. I tried to do a topsy-turvy on him, try to cut underneath. Anyway, we're at least 3 wide, maybe 4 wide. But I think I told you before, my goal was top 10. And I've been cursed by that ever since, with a 9th being my best finish. But anytime I can run anywhere towards the front with these guys, it's an absolute personal success for me.
Definitely. Like I said to David, and I've said to some of you other guys, a top 5 finish, top 3 or 5 finish in this division or in this league over the divisions, I would consider a personal win as good as a first place. And then, for say David Garman Jr. here today, beating John Bennett and Cody V. McDonald, holding them back, that I would almost, I'd put up there with a championship win. So yeah, definitely the personal goals and achievements, I think, way more in these divisions, especially the late models. As I said to David, it was traditionally a scrappy race over the last 4 or 5 rounds, 3 or 4 rounds. Sorry. I think if we counted the cautions, would be the most cautious sort of division. But tonight, everything just sort of clicked. We had a good mix of new guys, older new guys, and the furniture, so to speak. And you all just seemed to click really well. There was a little bit of real estate issues along the way there, which you get with any race, but you all handled it perfectly. You all battled it out well, and yeah, look, just looking at the results, obviously not everyone can be up there, but it's good to see yourself. Andy Williams is the newer guy who basically says, I'm just following the quick guy and doing what they're doing. So if you can sort of race him and follow him, you've got to pick up a bit just from that. Returning Randy Dixon. We've got a couple of new guys, Jordan McAvoy. Unfortunately, Richard.
Yeah, Randy tried to take off my door at one point.
Yeah, if you can't beat him up, is Randy. No. We love your swim pass.
The big thing with this league is where my capabilities have really grown is the ability to not just be able to, a lot of people can turn a fast lap, but when you can go out there and turn a fast lap and be 6 inches off the guy in front of you, or come in below him and not hit him, it's the real racing skill versus just turning fast laps.
Definitely.
I ran an official race this week, and the guy that qualified second got taken out on the first lap, and after the race was just venting and hollering, rightfully so. And so I talked to him after the race. He joined the league today. So
nice.
Because that's why I told him, it's like, look, I hadn't run an official in probably a month, and luckily on that one I qualified pole, so I just got out front, just got the hell away from everyone. But if you're not lucky enough to do that, so the guy that qualified third took him out.
Yeah.
So I mean, and it was just a stupid accident, but so not having to put up with that and just really getting good at knowing where your car's at, what you can do with it, and so it's just a blast.
Excellent. Well done. Good.
And this course is so intense with these cars.
Yeah.
I mean, because you just you're all over it coming into the corner. I mean, you don't even hardly get a chance to breathe.
I'm glad I'm in the booth watching you guys race. All right, we've got 10 minutes before the next session opens up, so I'll let you go get ready for that. You might know a lot of us like to fill up our drinks and get some stuff ready before it, so we'll wrap up. But before we do, my man, friends, family, sponsors, who do you want to give a shout out for making all this possible?
Special, super special thanks to my wife for tolerating my my hobby, addiction, habit. all the guys that run KHR, all the admins are just top notch. Can't thank them enough. And then got to think my success tonight had something to do with that big yellow BobbethTV on the front bumper. Had to help, couldn't have hurt.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you much.
Sorry. All right, bye. All right, that was Von Mead. All right, we've got 10 minutes to wrap this up. I'm going to go. Going to get a few things done beforehand, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes.